Let's talk about God, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things, all the bad things that could be. It's an awful long time since I came on and did anything live. Yesterday, I was having another dark night of the soul, a very, very, very dark night. It was a very dark weekend here on the south coast of England, and could barely see across the road. Anyway, it was very miserable. My poor daughter phoned me up and said, "You need to go for a walk, Mum." It's like, a walk's not really going to cut it. I was having some very dark thoughts. But somewhere along the line, I don't know where, because you never do really, do you? But God came in. Later, it was later in the day, I'd actually spoken to one of my brothers, thank you, Jez, who got me out of the worst of it. And he reminded me that these things do pass. And then I went back into YouTube because I spend an awful long time in YouTube, consuming rather than creating, and in some very dark places of late since certain files have been being published. Anyway, what I got was Laurie Ladd talking about connecting with God. And so here I am, connecting with God. I'm not going to do her collective thing, partly because it's not till 3:00 in the afternoon here in the UK, and I'll have probably missed that opportunity, but also because it doesn't start till the 25th. Today is the 23rd. I wanted to get going today. I've never really connected with God. I grew up as a Catholic, really shunned the Catholic Church and therefore God throughout my teens and my 20s, probably into my 30s. Somewhere in my 40s, I had some kind of a spiritual awakening. It was very slow and very gradual. And it wasn't, I don't know, I don't really pray. But what Laurie was saying was that the answer to all of the problems on the world are that we need to anchor in God's light. Now, I don't really know what that means. But what I've decided to do is go for a walk every morning and be with God for at least half an hour. And any other time in the day that anything comes up, go back. What would God say? What would God do? Would God react or respond to this situation? So I am inviting God in. My very dark night of the soul was about not really knowing what to do. I'm in my late 50s, let's be honest about it, Em. And I was a mum. I am a mum, but I was a full-time mum for many, many years with a few little things on the side. I baked a lot of cakes. I taught some Kundalini yoga. I did a massage course, though I didn't really like doing massage because it was so wearing on my own body and it took too much from me, so I never really charged for massage. Lately, more recently, my trainings have been to become a birth doula. I have 3 birth clients, which is exciting. And as I was walking around thinking, what is God? I was thinking, well, God is the sky and the sea and the sun and I'm not sure about the moon. That's another subject. The stars, the dogs. Oh my God, those little dogs. They seem to be super friendly to me today. I don't know if it's because I was so in touch with God. The trees, the leaves, the thistles, the nettles, the soft grass. I guess I do believe, and I saw something yesterday that Grok 4 backs it up. God is creation. I don't think we got here through a big bang and some fluke of evolution. No, I don't believe that for a minute. But anyway, I've never really been a big social media person for various reasons, but I am being a social media person for the next 40 days. I don't think I've got anybody watching, which is absolutely fine. This is mostly for me, actually, to see what happens. As I step into this new relationship with God, I ask for safety, I ask for protection, I ask for guidance, I ask that I may find my purpose, that I may get up in the mornings and be happy to be alive and know that I'm going to be making a difference in people's lives, and maybe making some of that stuff money. I've got lots of opinions about money as well that you can find out about on my Spotify, It's a Curious World. If you're interested, I have an episode called Money Beyond the CBDCs, but that's another thing. Yeah, that's kind of about it. I'm going to do this every day, just mostly for my own sake. But if anybody happens to be watching, let's see. This is a medium by which we can reach an awful lot of people. I do have a few subscribers. Hello, subscribers. If any of you watch this later in the day, I think that's probably enough. I decided I wanted it to be under 7 minutes, and it is. It's 5.5 minutes. So I will let you go back to your day. I send love. I do believe God is love. God is good. God is kind. And God is everywhere. God is in me. God is in you.